Okay. Boom. So we're back for Unit 8, Day 6. We're going to start off with a review of the slope-intercept form of a line. And if we remember, the slope-intercept form of a line is y equals mx plus b, where m is the
slope
and b is the
y-intercept.
Hey everybody, welcome back to my husband. He's guest starring in another episode of This Is Our Math Class. Say hi, Paul.
Hi, Paul.
Okay. So, y equals mx plus b.
Sounds painful.
So m is our slope. M is always our slope, and b is always our y-intercept. Right?
Every day.
Every day. Alright. We're going to go over a quick example, how to use this, the slope-intercept form. I think I need to zoom in a little bit. Yes? This is where you talk.
I can read it just fine. It's right in front of me.
Okay. So, what's the first thing I do?
You zoomed in.
Yeah, I did. What's the first thing you do?
Oh, first thing I would do, I would plot out my line.
Okay, starting where?
My y-axis.
The y-intercept?
Yeah.
And
I'd make x equal to 0, and my y would be then -3.
Alright. It's not
Well,
that.
it would be.
Okay, so I know that the y-intercept is -3, right? So I'm going to go down to -3. 1, 2, -3. Slope, this time, is a fraction. It's a ratio, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, slope is equal to 3/2. So I know I need to go up 3 steps, because it's a positive 3. 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm right there. And then I still need to go over 2 more positive steps, because x is positive as well. So, 1, 2. Then I plot my point. How's that look?
Yes.
Okay. And then we find the ruler again. Try to draw it straight. You know what I happen to see here? Is that it looks to me like we found our x-intercept as well. And the x-intercept is 2.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I can check that out? To see if x really is? X equals 2 really is the x-intercept?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
You apply it to the equation.
Well, to see what the x-intercept was, and if we remember from 2 days ago, guys, we take, since we're looking for the x-intercept, we put 0 in for the opposite. We put 0 in for y, right? So, if I put 0 in for y, I'd have 3/2 x minus 3, right? Now I want to solve for x. True? So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. So then I have 3 equals 3/2 x. Now I'm going to multiply both sides by 2, which forces that to cancel out. Leaves me with 6 on the left and 3x on the right. I'm still not done, so I need to divide by 3 on both sides. That really is 1, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So, x equals 2 really is the y-intercept. So from this equation, we were able to find the slope, the y-intercept, and then we took and substituted 0 in at y equals 0. What did I just say? We substituted 0 in for y, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we solved for x, and we were able to find the x-intercept as well. Cool beans?
Mm-hmm.
So Paul and I are back with another example of the slope-intercept form of a line. So it's y equals mx plus b. And right away when I look at these two lines, I see that something's the same on these two lines. What's the same, babe?
The y.
The y. Anything else besides the x and the plus sign?
Oh, the equal sign?
I already said that.
There's 1/4 in each one?
There's 1/4 in each one. And
there we go.
There we go. And it's in the place of the
Slope.
slope. So the slope for this line is 1/4, and the slope for this line is 1/4. So
what does that mean?
it means, I'm glad you asked, Paul.
I'm so excited with anticipation, I can't wait.
It means both of these lines have the same slope. So it means, well, let me show you what it means for you. It might be easier to show you what it means. So I plotted this line already, right? So this is the first line. I've got the y-intercept of 3, so I made the intercept at 3, and then I counted up +1 and over +4 for the slope of 1/4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's look at the next line. It's got a y-intercept of 1. 1. So I go right here at 1. But the slope is the same, so I still count up 1 and over +4. Make another point. Is that on the camera? No, it's not on the camera. So let's draw this up real quick. Hopefully if I do this right. Ooh, my lines are parallel. Check that out.
That's what it means.
That's what it means. So if two lines have the same slope, that means they are parallel, which means they are equidistant or equal distance apart, here and here and here and here and here, and forever. These two lines will never touch because they have the same slope. So they are parallel. Nifty.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the takeaway from this is that two lines that have the same slope are parallel. Okay, so one thing I wanted to point out that we didn't point out is that even though these lines are parallel and so they have the same slope, we need to note that they will definitely have a different y-intercept. So the slope value will always be the same for parallel lines, but the y-intercepts have to be different because they have to touch the y-line at different points. If they touch the y-line at the same point, well then they wouldn't be parallel, right?
Right.
Okay, so I want to make sure I pointed that out. Same slopes, different y-intercepts. I've got a quick note on another form of a line equation. It's called the standard form of a line, and I think you've probably seen this in class a few times already. AX plus BY equals C. A, B, and C would be numbers, just any numbers. And here's an example. If we had an equation 4x plus 2y equals 8, this equation is in standard form. 4 would be the A, B would be 2, and C would be 8. So this is an example of a standard form equation of a line. If we want to make this standard form into a slope-intercept form, the first thing we do is subtract 4 from both sides. I'm sorry, 4x from both sides. 4x goes away. The left side would be 2y. The right side then equals minus 4x plus 8. We will divide all of the terms by 2 so that we can get y by itself. There we go, we divide all the terms by 2. This comes down to y. 2 over 2 equals 1, so we can cross that out. Negative 4x divided by 2 equals negative 2x. 8 divided by 2 equals 4. And then we have, what we're left with is the slope-intercept form of a line. One more quick example. We've got a standard form of a line. The form is AX plus BY equals C. That's the standard form. A would be 3, B would be negative 1, and C would be 4. We want to convert this standard equation to a slope-intercept equation. So the first thing we'll do is subtract negative 3x from both sides. Negative y comes down. Negative 3x plus 4 is left. We have a negative y. We don't want a negative y, so we'll divide each term by negative 1. Negative 1 over negative 1 is just 1, so now we have the y by itself, which is what we want. Negative 3x divided by negative 1 is 3x, and 4 divided by negative 1 is equal to negative 4. And I didn't get that far, but this would be the slope-intercept form of a line that started out as a standard form. You'll be asked to change these around on your test and on your quiz. So if you're given an equation like this, you'll be asked to change it. If you're given an equation like the standard form, you'll be asked to convert it to slope-intercept form. Okay? See you tomorrow. Bye-bye. If you've been taking notes and you've watched the whole video, you're going to get 2 points on your quiz tomorrow, because this is the quiz. Have a good night.